My name is Alison Henstridge. Are you guys ready for a pas de chat? Or shall we jeter ourselves into this, the 15th edition of the Festival des Quartiers de Danse? The past events and editions have been known for highlighting some of the best dancers from Canada, from the United States, as well as South American countries and European countries. And while all of these beautiful dancers have brought an exciting art form to life, the 15th edition needs to be grander and more spectacular than ever. It must bring about a sense of belonging, a sense of familiarity. It must showcase dance, it must showcase art, but most of all, it must showcase fun. You ready to put your dancing shoes on? Well, this event is held in Montreal in different boroughs across the city. Mainly Place des Festivals at Water Market, parks in Villeray, NDG, Verdun, Rosemont, Outremont, and new this year, we're looking forward to add Jean Talon Market, as well as Concordia University and UQAM. Our indoor shows will take place at the Place des Arts, and unlike other years, this edition will be held mid-August to the end of August, which will be more enticing and more effective to reach a grander amount of audience. Our goal is to promote dance and art in all of its different facets and forms. In order to do so, we must democratize it. We want everyone to attend: dancers, dance enthusiasts, families, students, tourists, passerbys. This event is for everyone. Well, how will the structure of the event work? First of all, there's the pre-events, which is the unveiling of the ticketed shows and unveiling of the free programming, free dance previews at the markets, free, just advertising in the early stages of the production. We just want we want the word to get out there. Then there's a visual arts launch with a photo exhibit at Place des Arts with a date to be confirmed, and then begins the official programming, with an opening night at Place des Arts and Place des Festivals, and a collection of free and ticketed shows across the Montreal neighborhoods. A benefit night with ticketed shows where funds will be donated and will feature a local Montreal dance tribe, and cocktails and hors d'oeuvres, and just, a fun little gala evening. And then our closing night were 2 ticketed shows in the form of a donation with a matinee and an evening show, and that show will coincide with Montréal en Famille. And shows are to be given at the Quai du Vieux-Port, and a fireworks spectacle is to follow to close out the entire festivities. So what are our objectives? Well, we've already established that we are an art event through dance on our 15th edition. We want to promote artistic diversity and encourage it by bringing dance closer to the audience. We are accessible by democratizing contemporary dance in all its forms and variations and bringing it to a wider audience. Who are we targeting? Families, dancers, artists, all ages, all racial and ethnic backgrounds, genders, physical prowess, and sexual orientation. We want everyone to know that they are welcome, whether you are 1 or 100, able to walk around or have a physical difficulty. This is for everyone. And how are we doing this? By having shows in areas accessible to all, in NDG, downtown, university campuses, the Old Port, Verdun, St. Henry, Rosemont, and all the other boroughs that were mentioned earlier. Our partners and sponsors. Well, we have a total of 47 partners and sponsors from a wide variety of fields, including institutional, cultural for artist residencies, local, and media. Our media partners are lavitrine.com, SC, CSM 89.3, Quebecor Media, and our other partners include Quebec, Canada, Canada Council for the Arts, Yelp, Bureau des Festivals et des Événements Culturels de Montréal, Université Concordia, Spain Arts and Culture, Musée des Beaux-Arts de Montréal, Place des Arts, Quartier des Spectacles, and Georges Laune. And all the sponsors and partners have a connection to the arts, whether it is be visual or theatrical, etc. So, our marketing plan and event concept. Well, we want to do a heavy social media promotion, especially before the show. We want the free pre-event shows. We want social media to literally attack people, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, blogs, ads in major touristic hotspots. We want people to know this festival is happening. Before the event, we want blogs and newspaper articles about what there is to do in Montreal. Things to look forward to in August or what's up and coming. During the festival, We want reviews from the previous day's shows and updates about the next show, and even a little calendar section in the arts and culture page in the local newspapers. At the end of the show, we want the closing reviews. I mean, the current article will speak about past events and the company's mission statements, and how the 15th edition will pay tribute to its past 14 editions' dancers. And also, how the festival adopts a multidisciplinary approach and by what choreographers are inspired to create their pieces. The Festival de Quartier des Danses can definitely capitalize by using Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as its own blog. Now here is my proposal. I suggest that we have not 2 free shows happening at once in different neighborhoods. I also propose to not schedule ticketed events during the free presentations. Structurally, having the preview shows weeks before the official launch will get forgotten by the targeted demographic, and especially if they are free of charge and spectators have absolutely no financial commitment to them. We also want to increase attendance and publicity. Well, a 15% increase in attendance is achievable, and in order to do so, certain changes will be necessary, including the date. Hosting the event over the middle to end of summer would attract more families, out-of-town students, as well as European tourists. And more publicity over a long period of time, and then more often as the festival approaches, will also help us achieve our goals. It would also be beneficial to have local dance apparel stores add themselves as sponsors, as well as more dance schools, like Les Grands Ballets Canadiens, which is a world-renowned school, for example, or even your little run-of-the-mill neighborhood dance school for recreational purposes. I would even go as far as asking the English Montreal School Board and the French Montreal School Board. It not only promotes dance, but also local commerce and education, as well as a physical activity, get our kids healthy again. And in the media, I would ask locally produced television shows like Né pour la danse or Les Dieux de la danse to, talk about us on their weekly night shows. By having these shows, young dancers and dance amateurs will be aware of the festival, and it's somewhat like what the Dizzy Feet Foundation does with the partnership to So You Think You Can Dance. Strategy, definitely a more aggressive social media presence from the get-go. A pre-event page notifying of all events to come, a continuous update of said page to invite guests to workshop with partnered dance schools or for special open classes, incentives for early ticket purchases in the form of festival merchandise, newsletters, press releases to inform the public about the launch of the festival, previews at the market, but every weekend, 4 weeks before the official launch, and a presence at other festivals throughout the city, like Jazz Fest, NDG Fest, Nuit Blanche, Cinemania, F1 Weekend. I mean, there are festivals all year round, all around the city. And how will we achieve our goals? Well, adding additional communication channels in the form of dance schools, as well as university-level dance programs. Dance television shows and morning television broadcasts where the message will be promoted. And not only will it promote the accessibility to dance, but it would also talk about how a familial, low-cost activity it can be while enjoying and learning a new art form. The event will increase in a participation and attendance if it were to be held mid-August to the end of August, since it will close out the summer festival season, and it will also be after our dearly beloved construction holiday season. Having the event mid-August guarantees 80% more locals in town than if it were to be done early August or September. It has the potential to add 27,900 school children aged 14 to 17, plus their parents. It is also somewhat cooler and more pleasant for out-of-towners, and according to last year's numbers, 16,583,000 plus tourists came to Montreal in August. 49% of those were from European countries. One can estimate that at least 1% of those tourists will participate in a Festival de Quartier des Danses event. And dancers can be green too. We plan on making this event paperless. No ticket sales whatsoever printed on paper. Everything scanned straight from their phone, just like in movie theaters. And for those who purchase tickets for several events, they will receive an electronic bracelet with all their ticket information purchased already uploaded into their bracelet. this will also serve as a souvenir of the show. And guests who are interested in the event and happen to come across a free dance event at one of the 7 boroughs can sign up for their newsletters on the tablets held and monitored by volunteers of the FQD. No more handwritten newsletters, no more printed newsletters. And the development of an app for the FQD that will be free to users and highly beneficial, as it will update guests continuously about the happenings. And also we can easily, share the app with our friends. And a partnership with the STM to get around to the event locations. Now our budget. Well, the tablets, for guests who attend and put their information on, we're estimating 10 tablets at $450. An app development, which will send notifications to shows, maps of where they are, etc. Basic bare bones app starts at $25,000, and this will also be used for future editions. Bracelets to minimize the paper use for the tickets and also act as a souvenir, $25 each for a bulk pack of 100. And social media promotions, well, Facebook advertises at $7,140 per 1,000 clicks. And we can also go with radio blasts at $250 per week for 10 weeks. The planner fees are 7.5% of the total allotted budget, which was $60,000 to begin with. Therefore, the planner fees totaled $4,500 for a total of $46,140. And in conclusion, by making this event a few weeks earlier than the past editions, we will increase our attendance by at least 15%. And by spending a little more cash, $46,140 to be exact, on creating a more eco-friendly and publicized event, we will increase our ticket sales for the ticketed shows. Thank you!